Well, between the shortage of doctors and the long drives needed to get care, rural communities often struggle to provide access and family doctors and preventative medicine. It's otherwise known as primary care.
Right, that often leads to procrastination, missing work, even a grave diagnosis in cases. But as KOMU8's Kyle Stokes tells us about the efforts to bring full-time primary care back to a town of 2,000. That's in an exclusive report.
Oh, he was supposed to meet you?
If there's something in Slater that needs to get done,
I have a few it didn't work with.
you're best to have Barbara Aikman on your side instead of knocking on your door.
I don't hound them.
In full fundraising mode.
I didn't have any problem getting any money out of them.
Aikman and her husband J.I. have been pivotal in an effort to give a shot in the arm to primary health care right in town.
We just hate to go to doctor somewhere else. In fact, Barbara and I just won't hardly go.
But sometimes those trips are absolutely necessary because J.I. has macular degeneration in one eye.
Once every 6 weeks we have to go to Columbia, where his doctor is, who gives him shots in his eyes. And that's a trip I just dread.
12 miles from the nearest hospital in Marshall, Slater's only pharmacist says distance often prevents patients from getting the primary care they need.
12 miles, I don't know if you're in the city, 12 miles is not a long distance, but just to access it 12 miles away is a lot for some people. It's not local, it's not accessible right there, you know, and then if it would, I think they would utilize it.
Making the prescription for rural care part pills and doctors and part brick and mortar. Call these the building blocks of better health. Thanks in part to the Aikmans' financial support and fundraising, a new rural health clinic will open this winter in Slater, boosting the availability of primary care from 2 days a week to 5, with 6 exam rooms, even an X-ray machine. Slater residents hope they can find the key to better health inside these walls. After all, state figures show rural Saline County's risks of high blood pressure and high cholesterol are the highest of any county in Missouri, and the county's obesity rating is the 3rd highest in the state. Why?
The smaller the communities, the more challenges they have in getting health care, whether it's primary care or specialty care.
Ron Ott runs Fitzgibbon Hospital, which will staff the Slater Clinic, providing full-time services where before they were only available part-time.
They're much more accessible because they're in their community rather than having to drive 20 or 30 miles to a larger town that had primary care physicians and nurses.
Barbara Aikman insists she doesn't like the attention.
I never was one who liked to go around and ask people for money. This has been easy for some reason. I guess it's because I really believe in it.
Because they believe they can leave a legacy of better health in their hometown. Kyle Stokes, KOMU8 News, Slater.
Construction on the clinic in Slater should be finished by the end of January. The clinic will even have a helipad where life flight helicopters can land.
Of course, primary care used to be much different in rural communities. Log on to our website, KOMU.com, to view a video extra about Slater's town doctor who made house calls.